In the first part, we kind of diagnosed that this had got a dodgy Tcon. It's got one of those sharp run TK things that never work, so let's stick a new one in. Good afternoon. Just before I have my afternoon high tea and sandwiches and tiffin. Some people will understand that, some people won't. And I just thought we'd do part 2 to this because I did a part 1, so it only makes sense to see part 2. And if you didn't see part 1, don't matter. A lot of YouTubers say, go and watch this video here. I don't do things like that. I'll explain because I've got the machine in front of me so we can see what part 1 was. It's a Samsung 40-inch. You plug it in. The backlights come on. Now, it's a bit light in the day, but I can guarantee you that the backlights have come on, but I will get the camera up close and personal. So you can probably see through that hole, and you may be able to see through that hole that the backlights are on, but just to prove it, I will unplug and you'll see them go dark. Yes. And I'll switch them back on, and the backlights will come on again in a couple of seconds. There you go. And they're on there. But there's no picture. I knew you wouldn't believe me, so I thought I'd just show you the screen and tap on it. Right, all the lights coming on. Now this could be a screen problem, it could be a mainboard problem, it could be a Tcon problem. But as soon as I took the back off in part 1 and I saw this, which is a sharp Run T Tcon, Run TK, and they all had an AF51 chip, which is, I think it's that one. And they would always fail. We used to buy these in the dozens and just replace the chip, but then the originals stopped being made, and then we had to go to the fake. Sorry, I just paused then for a second because something looked. Oh, it's just a reflection. It looked like that wasn't in correctly, which of course would have caused a problem. And the chips were normally about £13, £14 each, but we used to do so much because these sharp panels were stuck in a lot of Samsung screens. And the Tcons themselves used to be very expensive, but you know, there's a few years past since I'm talking about, and they're now only about £5 on eBay. I think I paid 10 for this, including postage. So that was my diagnosis. Again, not going to be 100%, but of course these Tcons were troublesome to say the least. So I've ordered one from eBay. It arrived in a couple of days' time. Let's stick it in with the correct screwdriver. And see if the customer gets his picture back. Right, so that one going out. And inside here, in a bright yellow padded envelope. Ugh. Padding these things with bubble wrap is not great, but people that sell these things don't really understand electronics. I mean, the guy is probably really proud of himself that he did such a great packaging job, of which he did. What a blooming nightmare to get into when you have to get into it. Shall I stop moaning? Probably not. Anyway, there we go. One in, one out. Apologies if you can hear a bit of a whirring noise in the background, but the farmer's next door is doing something. It's that time of year to start getting his big machines out and cultivating. I'm not sure what. Does that look into you? Yeah. Right, plug in. I'm not switched on at the moment, but I am plugged in. We'll turn some lights, well, we'll turn all the lights off. I mean, this is quite an old TV. The only thing I'm expecting to happen is a upside down Samsung logo if it's worked. So let's switch on in 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. But no. So does that mean it could be a screen fault? Yes, after all that, it could be a screen fault. Because we've got half a picture. Why didn't I do that last time? Why did I not do that last time? What an idiot. Yeah, you saw there, this left-hand side has got a problem. The reason I didn't attempt to block off any clock lines or just pull one LDVS cable off last time is quite simply it's not a fix for this particular model. This is a completely different panel to those issues that we're having over the last couple of years, so that really wouldn't have worked. But if I had have disconnected one side, I would have got that information and not waste any money on a Tcon, sadly, but we'll have a go. You probably can't tell. We do have a picture. But it's a very bad picture, especially that side. Always a shame. Blocking off the clock lines was never a win on this particular model, but, you know, it's always worth a quick go. You can probably see now, but it's not good. There's a short on this side of the screen. And just blocking off the signals doesn't work with these, unfortunately. Well, it works as it brings it back like that, but you can't get the picture back once the screen's gone. I don't know if you can see, but exactly where I'm blocking that brings it off, there's a bit of damage there on that. I've got no idea if you can see, but it doesn't look right. And of course, luckily the Tcon guy sent me 2 new ones. No, I just thought I'd try both of those LVDS feeds, but no. My diagnosis on this occasion was wrong. It is a failed screen. But the screen is a bit old. Just a bit. You can't win them all.